Hello, you're watching Movie Snapshot Scenes, and this is the summary of The Fifth Element. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In the year 1914, beneath the scorching sun of Egypt, deep within an ancient temple, humanity's greatest secret slumbers. As archaeologists study cryptic wall carvings, they speak of a prophecy, a weapon, a force of unimaginable power, capable of saving the world, or watching it burn. Hidden behind sacred walls lies the key, the fifth element. Suddenly, the silence is broken. Massive metallic figures, alien beings known as the Mondashawans, descend from the heavens, their hulking forms cloaked in peace. They've come to reclaim the elemental stones and the mysterious fifth element, the ultimate weapon against evil. War is coming, they warn. A great darkness awakens every 5,000 years. The time is near. They promise to return when the evil rises, again. And then, the stars move. Time passes. The future arrives. Now, it is the year 2263. Earth has changed. Cities float in the sky, and humanity stretches out across the stars. But the prophecy remains. In the void of deep space, evil awakens. A dark, planet-sized force, pure living destruction, emerges from the shadows of the cosmos. It is not a machine. It is not a being. It is evil itself. A pulsating, growing black mass, intelligent and malevolent. It devours all in its path. The President of the Federated Territories is briefed. Weapons are fired at the entity. Missiles, lasers, all in vain. The more it is attacked, the stronger it becomes. Despair looms. Elsewhere, the priesthood that guards the ancient knowledge, the order of the Mondashawans, knows the truth. The only way to defeat evil is to gather the four elemental stones, earth, air, fire, and water, and unite them with the fifth element, the supreme being. But something has gone wrong. A Mondashawan ship returning with the stones is ambushed and destroyed. Hope seems lost until scientists recover a piece of organic material from the wreckage. Using advanced technology, they regenerate it, cell by cell, until a being is born. Not alien, not human, something divine. A woman, with fiery red hair, unimaginable strength, and a name that echoes across time. Leeloo. Terrified and confused, she breaks free from the laboratory, leaping into the neon chaos of New York City. And thus, destiny reawakens. Chaos erupts in the heart of New York City as Leeloo, the supreme being, crashes through the roof of a flying taxi, landing, by fate or divine design, in the back seat of Korben Dallas. A former elite soldier turned bitter cab driver, Korben, is just trying to survive in a cold, vertical metropolis. But the moment she falls into his life, everything changes. She speaks a strange ancient language, quick, frantic, beautiful. She's scared, vulnerable, yet something about her radiates power, like a storm contained in human form. The authorities want her back, but Korben, moved by something he can't explain, defies them. He drives. Through tunnels of sky traffic, chased by police drones dodging laser fire, he risks everything to keep her safe. And when they finally find shelter, she speaks her first word in English: help. Korben brings her to Father Vito Cornelius, a strange and passionate priest who recognizes Leeloo immediately. She is the fifth element, the key to saving the world. Cornelius is shocked. He never thought he'd live to see her. He bows before her, reverent and humbled. But time is running out. The dark force in space continues to grow, feeding on hate, war, and fear. It now has an agent on Earth, the ruthless, greedy industrialist Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. With a twisted sense of order and a hunger for chaos, Zorg works secretly for the dark entity, seeking the elemental stones for his mysterious master. But the stones were not on the destroyed Mondashawan ship. They were entrusted to someone else. Plava Laguna, a blue-skinned opera diva, set to perform soon on a luxury space cruise liner, Floston Paradise. The pieces of the puzzle are scattered. Across the galaxy, Leeloo, though strong, is incomplete. She needs the stones. She needs protection. She needs hope. Korben is pulled deeper into a destiny he never asked for. He doesn't understand who she is or what's coming. But he knows one thing: he'll protect her. Even if it means facing the end of the world. And as the stars darken and enemies gather, an unlikely team begins to form. Ready or not, they are humanity's last chance. With the fate of humanity hanging by a thread, Korben Dallas finds himself thrust into the role of reluctant hero. The mission is clear. Travel to Floston Paradise, find the mysterious diva Plavalaguna, and retrieve the elemental stones hidden in her care. But there's a problem. Only one ticket exists to board the cruise, and it's been reserved for the winner of a radio contest. And somehow, that winner is Korben. Thanks to the meddling of his overbearing mother and the chaos-loving media host Ruby Rhod, Korben is forced to play along with a farcical scheme. Ruby, an outrageous, flamboyant superstar with a mic always on, is assigned to broadcast the trip for millions of eager viewers. He's loud, dramatic, and completely unprepared for the apocalyptic stakes. Meanwhile, Zorg grows more dangerous by the hour. Determined to retrieve the stones for his master, the Great Evil, he assembles a team of alien mercenaries known as the Mangalores. They're violent, clumsy, and driven by greed. Zorg doesn't care about the world's survival. For him, destruction means profit, and chaos is just business. As Korben and Leeloo board the cruise liner, posing as a couple for the sake of the mission, tension simmers beneath the surface. Leeloo, though graceful and strong, still struggles to understand the world she's meant to save. She's studying, learning, absorbing humanity's history at rapid speed. But what she sees, war, greed, hatred, frightens her. Still, she pushes forward. The luxurious cruise ship glides through space, a floating palace of indulgence and distraction. But behind the glamour, danger lurks. The Mangalores infiltrate the ship in disguise, ready to seize the stones at any cost. Zorg is not far behind, his sleek ship cutting through space like a blade. As night falls aboard the ship, anticipation builds for Plavalaguna's performance. Korben prepares, not for entertainment, but for a confrontation. Unaware that the moment of truth is near, the diva readies to sing. Leeloo sharpens her senses. Ruby Rhod adjusts his hair. The galaxy holds its breath. The stones are within reach, but so is war. And in the heart of music, chaos will soon erupt. The theatre darkens. A hush falls. All eyes turn to the stage aboard Floston Paradise as the legendary diva Plavalaguna takes her place. Draped in flowing blue robes, her skin shimmering like moonlight, she begins to sing, a haunting, celestial aria that silences even the loudest in the room. Her voice is not just beautiful, it's otherworldly, unnatural, transcendent. While her performance entrances the crowd, chaos brews behind the curtains. The Mangalores make their move. Disguised and heavily armed, they seize control of the cruise liner, holding guests hostage and demanding the elemental stones. But the stones are hidden, closer than anyone suspects. Backstage, Leeloo has already uncovered the truth. The diva is not only the guardian of the stones, she carries them inside her. But before Leeloo can retrieve them, she is ambushed, trapped. In a chamber with Mangalores swarming in, she unleashes her fury. Leeloo moves like lightning, graceful, devastating, unstoppable. She flips, kicks, disarms, and destroys. She is no longer afraid. She is a weapon, but even the strongest can fall. As she battles alone, a shadow looms. Zorg, cold, calculating, and dressed in black. Zorg enters with a smile and a bomb. He doesn't want negotiation, he wants annihilation. He finds Leeloo weakened from the fight and strikes her down. She crashes into the ventilation system, injured and hidden. Zorg believes she's finished. He leaves, planting an explosive with a ticking timer and vanishing before anyone knows he was there. Meanwhile, as Plava Laguna reaches the climax of her performance, gunfire echoes through the ship. She is struck, fatally. She collapses into Korben's arms, whispering with her final breath that the stones are inside her body. Without hesitation, Korben retrieves the stones. There's no time for mourning. The ship is under siege. The clock is ticking. Ruby Rhod, hysterical and clinging to Korben, is pulled into the chaos. Together, they fight through the Mangalores in a blaze of gunfire, one-liners, and destruction. Korben, trained and fearless, clears a path toward Leeloo. He finds her, broken, afraid, and questioning the worth of humanity. "I've seen what they do," she says, trembling. Why save them? The answer lies not in reason, but in something. Deeper love, but love takes time. And the bomb is counting down. Smoke fills the corridors of Floston Paradise as chaos reigns. Alarms wail, passengers scream, fires blaze. The Mangalores are defeated, but the threat is far from over. Deep within the bowels of the ship, the bomb Zorg planted ticks closer to detonation, its cold red numbers counting down to destruction. Korben carries the wounded Leeloo through the smoke-filled halls. Her body is broken, but her mind is at war. She has seen humanity's history, its endless violence, cruelty, and war. She was born to protect life, but now she questions whether it deserves to be saved at all. "What's the point?" she whispers. "So much hate." Korben doesn't have the words. Not yet, but he refuses to let her go. He holds her tighter as they reach the docking bay, where a security pod awaits. Ruby Rhod, wide-eyed and still broadcasting live through it all, somehow manages to follow, half screaming, half narrating, fully panicked. Meanwhile, Zorg returns to the ship to retrieve the stones. Realizing too late they're already gone, he finds only the Diva's empty chamber and a bomb with 5 seconds left. For all his greed and power, he cannot escape the consequence of his own chaos. The explosion rips through the cruiser, consuming Zorg in fire, but Korben, Leeloo, Ruby, and the priest Cornelius escape just in time, launching the pod and flying away as the cruise liner explodes behind them, a blossom of flame against the stars. But there's no time to celebrate. The great evil, the dark sphere from beyond the stars, draws closer to Earth. It pulses, alive, growing, ready to consume the planet in seconds. They rush to the ancient temple in Egypt, where the elemental altar awaits. The stones are placed in position: earth, air, fire, water. But the fifth element, Leeloo, must stand at the center, and she won't activate. Tears fill her eyes. "I was made to love, not to destroy," she says, voice trembling. "But I've seen so much death." Korben steps forward, realizing now that his role was never just to protect her. It was to reach her, to remind her of why life is worth saving. And as the Earth prepares for annihilation, the question hangs in the air: can love truly conquer darkness? Time is almost up. The great evil hangs above Earth, an enormous sphere of darkness, pulsing with hatred, seconds away from obliterating all life. In the heart of the ancient Egyptian temple, the elemental stones are in place. The configuration is ready, but the weapon will not activate without the fifth element, without Leeloo. And Leeloo is breaking. She stands in the center of the altar, surrounded by symbols of the natural world: earth, air, fire, water, but her strength is fading. The horrors she's witnessed in humanity, war, greed, suffering, have carved deep wounds into her heart. She was created to save life, but no one told her what life really was. "I don't know, love," she says, broken, trembling. "I'm afraid." Korben steps forward, the weight of the world in his chest. This isn't about war or prophecy anymore. It's about a choice, a moment, a feeling. He takes her hand. I don't know love either, he whispers. But I think. I do now, because of you. She looks at him, her luminous eyes reflecting fire and fear. The darkness is closing in. Earth's skies grow dim, and then he says it. 3 words that carry the weight of salvation. I love you. The words unlock something in her. Her eyes widen. Her body glows. The 5th element awakens, not as a weapon, but as a force of pure creation. Light bursts from within her, spreading outward in radiant waves. The stones respond. Earth rumbles, wind howls. Flames flicker. Water dances. And in a blinding flash, a column of white light shoots into the sky, piercing the great evil just as it prepares to strike. The darkness halts, trembles, and then shatters, disintegrating into nothing. Silence follows. The earth is saved. Later, in a quiet medical chamber, Korben and Leeloo recover, together, alive, changed. Reporters gather, generals wait, the world celebrates. But the heroes are behind a sealed door, wrapped in each other's arms, discovering love not as an idea, but as a shared truth. Outside, the stars burn bright again, and from the ashes of destruction, something eternal is born. Hope. The 5th element was never just a being. She was the proof that love, raw, imperfect, powerful, is the only force strong enough to save us all.